So it is time to go over the Packers Wednesday injury report. So as you can see here, first off, David Bakhtiari, knee injury limited. He has been on this injury report, with his knee injury, his ACL injury, but he has been playing fine. This past week, he played great overall compared to the rest of the Packers offensive line. And we'll keep an eye on his knee injury, but it seems to be a lot better for him considering he pretty much played, I think, all the snaps last week. Then we have Randall Cobb, ankle injury, didn't practice Wednesday. With Randall Cobb's injury initially on Sunday, it really looked like it could have been a potential season ender from the way he was reacting as he was sort of crying a little bit as he was taken off the field on the cart. Luckily, it was reported from Rappaport that it seems to be a high ankle sprain, so it will not be season ending. He will likely be out 2 to 4 weeks. So hopefully it's on the 2 to 3 week side. We'll see what happens. If they decide to put him on the injured reserve, he has to stay there for at least 4 games. So we'll see the status of his ankle injury as the weeks go by. But clearly, to lose Randall Cobb hurts a lot because we've seen him produce in big key moments with Rodgers, just with that trust they have. So then we have Rashawn Gary, toe injury. He had this last week as well, was able to play in the last game, seemed fine, fully practiced today, which is great. Then we have Jake Hanson, bicep injury, didn't practice. So in the game last week against the Jets, Matt LaFleur decided to sub Jake Hanson in for Royce Newman, a right guard. And then 3 or 4 snaps later, Jake Hanson unfortunately suffers his injury. And we've seen the Packers offensive line this year struggle, especially, mainly this past week. Royce Newman struggled a lot. And I would be surprised to not see this Packers O-line switched up a little bit come Sunday just from what we saw there. Maybe Elgton Jenkins gets moved back to guard. Maybe, Yosh Nijman plays right tackle. Those are some things to keep an eye on come Sunday. But unfortunately for Jake Hanson, he had an opportunity to go in and play, and then he suffers this injury. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well. Then Elgton Jenkins, limited knee injury, just like Bakhtiari. He stayed on the injury report from his ACL tear last year, but he seems to be health-wise doing, okay overall. Then we have Aaron Rodgers, right thumb injury, which he suffered, of course, against the Giants in London. He didn't practice today, and I honestly think that in this past game against the Jets, there were some plays where you could clearly see him, he was having some issues. He was having some pain with that thumb when they showed him on camera after the play. And there were a few passes where I was like, I feel like Rodgers typically makes those. Maybe he's just struggling a little bit, but it seemed to me like that thumb injury was bothering him this past game. So hopefully that will fully be healed soon. Clearly they want to allow him to heal a little bit more with him not practicing. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well. And then to finish it off, we have Christian Watson, hamstring injury, which he suffered re-aggravated against Giants a couple weeks ago. Then he missed last week's game, and he could miss his next game as well. So we'll see with that one as well. But those are all the injuries for today. I'm just going to cover the Packers here. You can look at the Commanders if you would like down below. But thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more Packers news, Packers content. I post it on here usually at least 2 times a day. So stay tuned. Thank you Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.